My 13-year-old daughter won't stop calling the police on me, and I'm worried she'll send me to jail.
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Oh, yes, we do. And Samuel, I have a story involving, you remember the teenage years, right?
The teenage
Angsty,
years. Yeah.
full of hormones and rage.
I do. I was not a easy kid to deal with. So shout out to my parents for dealing with it.
Hey, well, I promise you, I can almost guarantee you, Sam, that you weren't quite as much of a difficult child to deal with than OP's child right here.
Oh, geez. Let's hear it.
My 13-year-old daughter won't stop calling the police on me, and I'm worried she'll send me to jail.
That's a big worry. Stop calling the police. 911 is for emergencies, not for when you have a disagreement with your parents.
Bro, it's just not good. This is going to sound extremely stiff, but hear me out because I desperately need advice. I'm a father to a daughter who's 13 years old. Sadly, my wife passed away when she was only 2 years old, and it's just been me in her life. Luckily, I make a good income, and we've never struggled financially. I've tried to be there in my daughter's life for as long as I can remember. I attend all her parent-teacher meetings. I'm involved with her school, drop her off when she wants to go with her friends, and I also do sports and outing activities with her. Needless to say, I am also cautious, but not quite a helicopter parent. I always obtain proper information and do research before I drop her off anywhere. She has her own room and as many things as she could ask for. For the past 2 years or so, my daughter has been acting up, and I honestly don't know why. I seriously don't. Yeah, it's just one of those, like, you know.
I think it might be a product of having everything that she can ask for. You know, if you spoil your kids, that's actually when they turn against you.
And I can kind of see the dad is like, you know, here's this poor girl who doesn't have a mom. I have financial means. Let me at least give her something. And it like.
That backfires, my friend. That backfires.
Yoinks.
I know from all my years of having children.
As my experienced fatherhood will tell you. Now, I suspected this might be her new friend group. She often curses really loud and says some pretty vulgar things from her room when she's talking with her friends. I tried to talk to her, but she has remained distant. She's also developed an attitude and will frequently take things like my expensive watch made of gold and my engagement ring from my late wife, which I cherish very much. She's just out here stealing all his random like jewelry and like nice things.
This girl needs to be grounded.
For real. I have no idea why she's doing this. I've asked her why she takes these things to school and whatnot. I was able to find out because it wasn't in the right spot in my closet. And when I asked her about it, she nonchalantly just said, yeah. Just like the casual teen that just doesn't just like, whatever.
Whatever, Dad.
Yeah, whatever, Dad.
I don't care.
God.
You're so old and boring.
I've offered therapy and doctor's visits numerous times.
I don't think you offer therapy. I think you ordain therapy. You say you're going to therapy.
You have been bestowed with a therapy appointment. But OP says I cannot force her to go. I've punished her by taking her phone away and grounding her, but all to no avail.
Also, I love how like now punishments are taking your phone away. Like we didn't have phones for so long.
Honestly, our age group, I feel like is the most interesting because we were the ones like without smartphones for like the vast majority of our childhood, and only into adulthood we had them. So like, everyone else either had them only as an adult or completely as a child.
We were there for the transition, the big transition, the big switch.
The big switch, baby. Recently, I took her phone away because she tried to get my engagement ring again.
Dude, stop trying to steal his dead wife's engagement ring.
Like, what are you going to do with it? Like, wear it to, like, I just don't even
Although maybe she wants to be closer to her mom.
Maybe, but it's like
that's rough. We are not fathers.
We are not fathers, in case you didn't notice. She protested and threatened to call the police.
What? Call the police? Dude, these kids be wildin'.
A bit drastic. So I called her bluff, but to my surprise, she actually called the police.
Bruh, take your phone away.
Give her another phone just to take it away from her, because that's egregious. The police came and took her statement and asked me what was going on. I explained my side and she explained hers. She basically told them that I was pressuring her mentally and that she felt unsafe in the household.
I understand getting so mad that you call the police. Like, I understand that. I can see that.
With the hormones and everything. Yeah.
But then doubling down on it when the police are there and lying, that's a whole other level.
Who knows the true story, but it seems that OP is doing the absolute best job he can to provide, you know, a good financial life, be involved, like go to the games. Like he's doing everything he can and she's just giving him the worst. The police said that it sounded like a soft domestic issue, but it was close to escalating. So they gave me a copy of the statement papers and a therapy sheet, but warned that if it went too far in the future, I could be arrested.
This has serious consequences.
Serious consequences. I was extremely saddened and surprised by this. I offered therapy to my daughter again, and she smirked and said no. So she knows what she's doing.
What a teenage brat.
Bro, like the definition of a teenage brat. Then to my shock, she threatened that next time anything like this happens, she'd call the police and tell them I'm abusing her.
Oh my God. Just up the ante even more.
Seriously.
Dude, sometimes teenage girls are the meanest group of people in the world. We know that from TikTok.
They should take the worst, most hardened criminals and just interrogate them and expose them through middle school age girls. I'm lost and I'm scared. I fear for my daughter and I want to help her, but I'm also just tired. I'm tired of having to worry about my things being taken and constantly having to reprimand my daughter. I want it all to just stop. What can I do here? And there's an edit to the story. I've noticed a ton of personal messages giving great advice. I sincerely thank all of you. I will be looking into installing a camera system with audio recording, and I will also explore therapy and medication options. Thank you all once again. So it seems like installing a camera system to like
that's the only thing you can do. Just be like, all right, let's make sure we have the evidence.
It's not perfect solution, but at least he can be like, hey, here's the recording of like our whole conversation. She admits that she's just stealing it for no. She admitted it, right? Like,
bro, he's just gonna have to wear a body cam. Like, honestly, jeez.
Yeah, this is tough. So I'm looking at the comments. Not shocked, fruit weird, amazing handle, says get a safety deposit box at the bank and put all of your valuables in it. Go to therapy without her and contact the school to see if she's giving any issues there and see if they have a counselor that she can talk to at the school.
That's good advice. But wow, that's so much to handle. Like, honestly, like I can barely handle myself. I don't know how you would handle
a whole ass 13-year-old monster.
A psychopathic 13-year-old. But I feel like what's really easy to handle is hitting that subscribe button, baby.
Make sure to check us out on TikTok. Follow us there. Spotify, of course, YouTube.
And if you really want to support, find us on Patreon.
And join the ranks of Kathy Quigley, Keegan Simmons, Desiree Canterbury, Connor Van Buren, Nina Campbell, and Will Combs.
See you soon.